So, hey, my name is Namita. I am at Unilever. I am half an engineer, half an artist, and I have to say I'm a complete beauty geek, which is good because then I get paid for the work that I do, which is, I think it's the most fun job in the world. I work with consumers and I lead insights as the insights director for Europe, Middle East, and ANZ.
How can insights directly influence campaign creativity or produce innovation to better meet consumer expectations?
So, insights to me are the differentiating factor between a good campaign or a good innovation and a great campaign and a great innovation. So, it's your hidden competitive advantage, to be very honest. And I think insights is the only thing that's going to be a differentiator going forward because everybody's got all the data that they need and can possibly work with. But it's really about the consumer intuition and the emotion that you can actually bring to the table, and that only comes when you have a real human insight at the heart of whatever it is that you're doing. And there's several examples of that in Unilever and beyond, of course.
Well, thank you. Would you like to give an example?
Sure. So I'd like to talk about the work that we did when I was working with Dove. It's one of the most admired brands in the world. And it is heartwarming that when you actually do consumer research for the brand, you see people, coming out in tears. And sometimes you look at your creative and you're in tears, right? And at that point, you know that there is some real human insight. There's something human about that story, which is touching you as a person. And invariably, if you come upon a really good idea, which is really resonant, then it resonates across cultures, it resonates across countries because it's so human at its heart.
What role does social listening and real-time consumer feedback play in shaping creative strategies for beauty brands?
So I would like to first take apart the term social listening, yeah? And I would like to say that the operative and the more important part is listening, yeah? It need not necessarily be social listening, but I'll just come to why that social bit is important. So what is important and what has always been important, what will be important is the fact that you're listening. And listening can be through any kind of listening is important and invaluable, and that is a non-negotiable. What social listening does is it puts a layer which makes it very actionable. So what happens is when you talk about social listening, it's very fast, it's very real time, and that is allowing a brand or a marketeer to react to real time events very, very fast. Sometimes it tells them what to say, sometimes it tells them how to say it, sometimes it tells them what not to do. And therefore the response and the dialogue that you're having is pretty fast. So that's one advantage of social listening. The other advantage of making that listening social is that the way content is increasingly being created is through AI pipelines and AI content creations. When you think about the diversity of content that you need, the kind of resonance it needs to have, the kind of emotional engagement it has to have with a number of cohorts or communities or tribes or whichever way you want to define your audience, you need a content ecosystem at scale. And that's what social listening makes incredibly easy to do, because then you are talking to a diverse variety of consumers. So there's So I think those are the reasons why it is important to have that at the heart of creative strategy.